We're joined today by Julian Woodcock, Managing Director of Viking Mines. Julian, thanks for your time.
David, thank you very much for having me here.
An exciting gold project just north of Kalgoorlie, so a well-known region when looking for gold. A greenfields opportunity in a brownfields location.
Correct.
Why is this project so exciting?
This is just a really great opportunity for Viking and our shareholders because we've got right next door to us Australasia Mining, $2 billion market cap company. They have their Riverina mine, which we're due east of, hence the name of the project, only 4 kilometres away. We've managed to secure a strip of tenure that runs for 25 kilometres along the Zuleika Shear, which is a prolific gold hosting structure that's seen no bedrock drilling. At the very southern tip of our tenure, there's a little bit of RC drilling, and for the remaining 23 kilometres, there's not a bedrock drill hole before we got involved. We have since undertaken 2 drill programs. We've put in about 13,500 metres of RC, wide space traverses over 1.5 k's apart in places, and we've seen some early success.
What has that success told you about this project and particularly the size of the opportunity?
Yes, so in that area we're using Riverina as an exploration analogue, as well as we have an old producing gold mine on our tenure as well that in the early 2000s produced 30,000 ounces at nearly 8 grams. And those two historical, well, the historical mine on our tenure and the operating mine at Riverina are these narrow veins. They're about 0.5 metre to a couple of metres wide, but very high grade. So an example from Riverina is in their quarterly they had a 1.6 metre wide vein that had a grade of around 25 grams a tonne. The results we've got in this wide space drilling, the best result we've had so far is 2 metres at 23.6, so it's comparable in its both width and grade that we've seen at adjoining mines. And the next drill line north of that is 1.7 kilometres away. It's a huge distance away. So it's telling us that we've got gold going through the rocks. We've confirmed we've got the greenstone geology, which is host to these deposits. And interestingly, we've also found a dolerite rock, and what that means is regionally there's a number of very large deposits hosted in dolerites. We've got a favourable host, we've found gold, we've got up to arguably economic grades, and we've got open space. So the opportunity for any investor is that we have the room to find a very substantial deposit, and we've got a neighbour that's got a mill nearby with good infrastructure.
Is scale the prize?
Scale is definitely the opportunity, for sure. The open slather space that we have and the early successes almost guarantees that there's got to be something within this space. Our challenge is, it's early stage, our challenge is to make sure we get the drill holes in the right place and we continue to leverage off this success and look to find more veins.
And where to from here? What should investors be focusing on from Viking over the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so we've been very aggressive with our drill program. We raised some additional funds back in November last year. We already had 2.5 million at the bank at that time, but we got another 2.3, so it took us close to 5 million. Between then and now, we've completed 13,500 metres of drilling, and that was intended to be part of a broader 20,000 metre program. So we've still got more metres and more funds to continue. We'll be following up on the drill results that we've received so far. I've booked the drill rig in tentatively to get back out late June, so that's only about 7 weeks or so from now, and I'll be following up on the high grade hits we've got. And we still have over 50% of the tenure to do our first pass drilling on. So yeah, what investors should be expecting to see is a number of additional drill programs, further assay results, and then if we manage to close in the spacing and get some good results, we'll look to hopefully define a resource.
Exciting times ahead for Viking and its shareholders. Julian, thanks for your time.
Very much so. Thanks, David. Bye-bye.